7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to this live stream. This content is intended for viewers aged 21 and over. If you are under 21, please exit the stream now.
Friday. It's Friday, y'all. Shake it off. Step inside. Breathe easy. Growing grind in the house. Wipe your feet at the door. Keep it breezy. Step in the room. Hey, let the weekend start. Good groove, good beat. Bring your smile, bring your heart. We're growers in the building. Yeah, we rise, yeah, we shine. We put love in the soil. Now we harvest the vibe. Long week, long grind. Now we're breaking the spell. Let the stress fade out. Let the good vibes swell. We're here for the peace, for the laughs, for the crew. If you showed up tonight, this moment's for you.
Everybody, that was so abrupt. I, for some reason, thought there was more to it than that. Cheers and happy Friday. That was so abrupt. I, for some reason, thought there was. Okay, I do hear some feedback. Hey, EE, what's happening? Galaxy Solution, Mr. Crowley. Donna, it's nice to see you. I hope you're feeling well. ACL Wolf, what's happening, my fam? It's good to see you. I want to thank you again for my gift that you gave me. He hooked me up with one of the seed germination thing.
Okay.
And I like it. And it also came with some seeds and some of his new slaps. And I'm very, very excited about that.
Nice. Nice.
It's actually another version of strawberry cheesecake, which I've grown before, but it's a different one. So I'm like, ooh,
okay.
Else is. Ooh.
All right.
Crumblewig, you were in the chat early. Look at you go.
Yes, I was. So I got a reply to E. E asked if I saw the email he sent me. Oh my God, yes, I did. He actually does have a putting green in his yard and an absolutely gorgeous mower for doing it. It was just amazing. He sent me 2 emails with attachments in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I shared your information so he can get that over to you.
Oh, no, I don't mind at all.
All right, cool. I figure that's probably the best way just to put you guys in touch with each other. Florida Man Jack, long time no see. If anybody's wondering who the third square is up here, because we're working out some logistics on the back end, which you know how that goes. It's Turu. For those of you who know Turu has volunteered to help me in the back at the same time learning. So this is like probably the blind leading the blind in that respect, but but I promise we are going to get better. And I really appreciate him stepping up to help out. He, would like to not be on screen, but I have not been able to figure out how to let him be able to talk while on the backstage because there's a setting that I don't know. So, and to those of you who know it, I need your help.
Yes, because I don't know it either.
When is this shit, Tim Yak? You couldn't find us? How could you not find us? We're like here. We are here. And I'm sorry I was a little bit late. We were backstage talking about how I don't know what I'm doing. And we're going to figure it out together. But it's seriously awesome to see all you. 601, what the heck? Right, Mr. Crowley? I started late. How dare I? Mr. Crowley, what did you say earlier that I wanted to? Oh, yeah. Peace, everyone, smoke accordingly. According to who is my question.
I saw that in there. And I was thinking that myself.
I was going to type it in there, and I'm like, no, I had a few things to do to get ready, so I didn't really have time to sit there chit-chatting, but I did see it, and I really appreciate the comment. South Florida, how are you? Yeah, Crumble was kind enough to come up. There's Turu in the chat. Turu's in the chat, too. Everybody, welcome Turu, who has graciously volunteered, before you know what he was in for, to help me on the back end of this. User Miller time. What's happening? It's great to see you in the chat tonight. There's somebody that watches a lot of the content that I put out and comments on it. So it's always nice when they come into chat and for a live, and I get to see and talk. Not that he hasn't been before, but sometimes I get overwhelmed and I don't get to acknowledge everybody. I grow weed. What's happening, I grow weed? Yes, we have Crumble in the house. We were blessed with Crumble's present. Not only were we blessed with Crumble's present, guess what? Crumble's off work tonight.
Yes, Crumble is off work tonight.
So, Crumble,
A combination of things has led me here to being off on a Friday night.
And score one for me because I was really excited. I'm like, ooh, you want to come hang out and have a smoke with me?
I was like, yep.
And we can actually do that today. So I am actually going to light up on this bong that I overpacked the bowl on, which probably isn't my best idea. And this is with I like cookies.
Cheers, everybody.
Here's Rob. I like to do the handoff so I don't have to smoke it off. He's not sitting here. Damn, Rob, if you're listening in, get your ass down here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Turu. And that was the other thing. Turu has the ability to click on the chat stuff when I miss seeing things, and which I do all the time. And that was something I was really looking for help for because I don't have the opportunity to see everybody all the time. So but I don't. I'm just blaming an age thing. User Miller time, you love my work. You really shouldn't, because right now I'm going through some shit with my grows, and it's not going really well on the outdoor portion of it. And that was one of the discussions of tonight that was going to happen. So, or is going to happen. I shouldn't say it was.
Well, outdoors an interesting thing this year. I've ran into my poor issues with, and I got my plants out there, and I know in my heart of hearts, the 4 that are left, not my autoflowers, obviously, but my other 4 are males. I'm like almost positive. And it's like, do I just let them go because I just want to see what they're going to do? Maybe harvest some pollen, or do I just chop them and shove them in garbage bags and send them down the road?
Sorry, I just almost choked.
I noticed.
Sorry about that. Default behavior. It's really cool to see you in here. And Stony's Grove. It's very good to see you too. Okay, so hi Heather. For those of you who don't know what's going on, there's been a few things. Has anybody heard from Jimmy John? He's Jimmy John's live every Sunday still.
Yeah.
He's busy during my time, so I don't see him anymore. But no, he's still out there. You should go check him out. So every Sunday, I believe. I just don't remember what time. Sorry. I just got a notification that PH Calibration Corner Grow and Grind is live. I just got the notification on my other phone. What the fuck? How are you supposed to know something's going on if they send you a notification? How far in are we? Holy shit, it's like 12 minutes in. Someone could have missed something important that I might have said. Sorry.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing. Shit happens in gardens. And sometimes, though, people accept things the way they are. Sometimes they want to fight it. And can I just tell you guys where I'm at right now in this process? It's been a fucked up week with that grow. So you know how much I've worked on, like, I did my IPMing all the way up until they went into flower. Then started using, once everything worn out, started having problems. I knew bugs could get back in. I did some beneficials. And so I've spent like money in this grow doing different things. And this is supposed to be my free grow out in the greenhouse. Yeah, right, honey. And then I got powdery mildew on just one of the G-Brush. And I watched it. I found it on one leaf. And like, I'm a fucking hawk for things like thrips. And this is my first powdery mildew, but I know what it looks like because I've seen it on other growers' plants. I've seen it on people posting their fucking plants on videos powdery mildew, and it's like, hey, but I also had that microscope thing. So I was able to go in and take a deeper look, not just,
right.
could be. I literally looked at it. So, and then after doing some investigation on what I found, I was able to confirm it was powdery mildew. And I thought, okay, well, I pulled off the leaf, bagged it, got it out of there. And that's basically how I was treating it. And I thought that would be okay. And then the one morning I walked in and there was probably like 4 or 5 leaves. And at this point, those plants didn't have a lot of leaves. They were not leafy plants. They stretched so much and just branched out with a few leaves on each. And so that's why I thought it was safe to treat it that way. But at that point, I'm like, okay, I didn't want to get it on the tall tuber, you know. I'm like, that one's building up some nice buds in spite of the fact she was a stretcher. So I made the decision to kill the other one, bagged it up, threw it out to the garbage. And I know that like really fucking people hate that. But let me tell you something. I have plenty of weed and I can grow more and I'm not afraid to. So I'm in a position where I can do this. And that's why I did do it. Because for me, it's not worth the risk. My health is sometimes kind of weird as it is. And so introducing things into my body that don't need to be there is just not something I'm willing to do.
Right.
That being said, I go in to check for powdery mildew on the tall plant and I didn't find it. And I'm like, oh, great. Even though I ordered stuff to deal with it on an organic level, away from the buds, just on the outer leaves, and it's on its way. And I tossed the other plant anyway because I just wasn't willing to deal with it. I'm looking, I'm like, great, none. And then I just see this like more of a debris on the leaves than I usually see. There's always like dust, you know. If you're even in a greenhouse, you get dust and shit. But it looked different. It looked like it was suspended a little bit. And I'm like, well, this is weird. I could like it had a 3D look to it, I guess is what you could say. I could see depth. And that made no sense to me. So I got my little thing out, and lo and behold, there's a little fucking thing crawling under the debris, and it's a little spider bite. So that's when I realized I had a whole new problem that I'm not ready to deal with. Like, sure, could I take it off? And did I? Yeah, fucking ain't right, I did. So got rid of it right away. But okay, what else is there? I don't know. I walked away from it yesterday after that. I just wanted no part of it because I'm not ready to deal with it. I believe beneficial bugs are the way to go, but I can't afford them right now. I have spent enough fucking money on that outdoor run that was supposed to be fucking free. Because it's outdoors. Bullshit.
Right.
Like bullshit. When you're in a greenhouse, you're running fans, you're running exhaust. You know, you're trying to constantly keep air moving so you avoid powdery mildew. And I did avoid it on this tall plant. So this morning, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out. I'm going to look at it again and see what's what. And I got my little thing out and I'm going over it, had my light on, looking at every leaf. And it's a big plant. I had to get up on the step ladder to look at it. And I'm like, oh, it actually looks pretty clean. But I'm like, just to be safe, let me turn on plugged in my little camera thing to my phone, put it on video, and just started rolling the thing across the back, going across, and there's another spider mite. And it was like kind of at that moment, I'm just like, I'm just going to walk away because, you know, I pulled it off, got rid of it, but I'm just walking away. I'm not, you know, the plant didn't need any water. And I came in and took a shower because I'd been all over the fucking plant. There was no way I was coming anywhere near my garden inside. So, and that's the other thing. I risk bringing it into my indoor grow every time I go out there. Mm-hmm. So I don't want that either. I've got 5 plants right now that are the photo periods they were ready to be flipped to flower, but when I show you my update, you guys will help me decide whether they need to be flipped to flower or if I should wait longer. Mm-hmm. So they're just not looking 100% like they were. So I'm kind of feeling down about that, but it should happen. So, but I'm just, my thing is not bringing anything in. Hi, Rob. I'm sorry I hit the bong without you.
Well, you gave him that minute and a half to take the shower before, remember?
Yeah. And he's just getting down here, dude. Taking all fucking day.
Rinse out the shower.
Oh, all right. Anyway, so I should actually, I have an update for the grow along stuff, and it's a video, and it's, I don't know how long it is. Yeah. Leave them in the yard. Yeah. I put that one plant, that banana jealousy that I didn't like. I put that out a while ago. It got bud rot right away. So I had to
Really?
toss that. Yeah. I mean, we've had excessive amounts of rain in this part of Ohio. Like, it's weird. We went through this dry spell. There was nothing. We had to water. We were forced to water. And then all of a sudden we're getting these fucking torrential downpours constantly. So, but yeah, I don't care, Tim. That's my thing. At this point, I can't do that. Like, it's just not worth it for me. So the stuff I've got coming for the PM, I'm not even going to use it. I'm going to keep it sealed up and save it. And hopefully it'll last longer that way. So I can use it for a future, because I can use it too on my vegetable garden. There's other things with a huge vegetable garden. So we have a lot of stuff that we're growing on. And I reuse everything that I don't use in here, like the Emerald Harvest nutrients that I decided I wasn't going to run anymore in here. I'm using it on my watermelons right now. I actually found a feed thing just for using it on watermelons. So, because I want to get sweet, nice, and they've got all that nice sugary additive stuff to make it nice and sweet. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
So I just got the notification that you're live.
Oh my God, yours is even later. See, Crumble? What the fuck, YouTube? What I'd like to do is I got 2 updates for the Love Whip. I usually try to get everybody's in at a certain time. Anybody that wants to send them in is always invited to if you're growing the Love Whip. I just ask you do it by noon on Fridays to give me enough time to throw it in, a very modest type video. So when they come late, like past 2, I usually can't get them in. So I do have one grow that is just outstanding and I want to show it, but I had already uploaded my video with the 3. And the 3 includes my 1. And I'm mostly talking just about my Love Whips because it's a Love Whip grow along, even though I have 2 autoflowers in there. So, and I think that I'm going to. No, he did not. Is he just fucking with me? Dude, are you just fucking with me? Because that's funny if you are. It's actually funny if you're not, too. That says a lot that everybody's just getting notifications that I'm live. But do you know what that is? That's actually the algorithm. Do you know the algorithm does not send notifications to everybody all the time, even if they have it checked off? I actually was reading behind the scenes, and they feed the notifications to groups of people. And then it's a thing where if people click on it and go to it, they'll feed it to more people. It's fucking craziness. I have really good high quality videos out there that I've made that have like 60 fucking views in 2 weeks. And all the analytics say they rock, but for whatever reason, they didn't want to feed them to their fucking system. Right. I post something with a fucking bug crawling on it or powdery mildew and it gets 1,000 views. Why? Because it's sucky and it's bad and it's negative. And for some reason, everybody thought fucking negative shit. Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I get so mad at that, Crumble. It's like,
it's true, though.
How do you expect things to change if you're always filling people's feed and face with
but people
bullshit?
see it, say, "Oh, I'm not the only one." Stuff. That's why they want to see that they're not the only.
Oh, see, Curly has an alarm set. Curly, I love you. You're awesome. I'm gonna take a hit for Curly. Cheers, Curly.
There you go.
Here, I can pass it off to Rob now. Yeah, there's a little bit. I've been hitting on it though already. I'm not able to do big hits. Poopy Peanuts is in the house. Okay. Poopy Peanuts, while you're here, I gotta talk to you about this because I need to know what is going on. This is driving me crazy. Poopy Peanuts is a great commenter on shorts and stuff like that and posts and I have to say I really appreciate you for that. But one thing is I see that somebody commented and it's not there. It never is there for Poopy Peanuts. The only way I could see it is if I hit those little bar things where you could say newer comments. If I hit that, whoever was hiding, I call it hiding, shows up. And it's always Poopy Peanuts.
Really?
And that's the oddest thing. So then Rob on his thing was looking at something and says, it says you have another comment. I don't see it. I said, no way. He said, yeah. And I said, click on those buttons. He said, oh, it's Poopy Peanuts. fuck, Poopy Peanuts? Why are you hiding?
And how?
Why is YouTube hiding you? I don't have you blocked.
Right.
You probably don't even know, Robin.
Mhm.
So I'm sorry, but now I feel like we need to find out. We've got to find out what the mystery is. I need to know. From
Yeah.
Italy. Welcome, Italy. How are you? I am coming to you from Ohio. It's not very fascinating. So, yeah, no, you're not cursed, Poopy Peanuts, but you're hidden, and I need to know why you're hidden. We need to fix that. You
This is the witness protection program.
Yeah, your comments are just so top secret. I mean,
I don't have the
like-
clearance to do this
but
stuff.
luckily I figured it out pretty quickly that I know what to do. You know, I know to hit that drop down.
Nice.
Oh, it's based on username. Are you serious, Poopy? I love your username. Don't you ever change it. I will look for you. I will search for you just to find your comment. Fuck the algorithm. Damn. I guess it's good I picked grow and grind and not grow and grind.
Yeah.
Oh man, that weed is really good. We were smoking on lilac cookies and I grew that. So
Nice.
Default, you like some lilac cookies? I saw that. Thurgood motherfucking Jenkins. How are you? I don't think I properly addressed you coming in, did I?
No.
No, he just came in. He said no, I did properly address him because he said he just got a notification and I don't know if he was fucking with me. I never saw that part. Oh my God, Default has it too. It does hit hard, Default. That is some good weed. So that's why I'm kind of high. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Love Whip Grow Along update. I'm sorry if the volume's off or whatever. Jesse's in here, but I had to cut. Her audio was just music from another platform, and so I can't play that other music, so I had to drop it out. And so everything else is just what I put in, and I'm talking on mine, and I'm just rambling on. But I really do want feedback from you guys about how mine are doing, because I feel like I need to back off on something or do something before they go getting flipped to flower. So let's go.
14th update of Love Whip, voice generation using Curly Greenleaf's text. Both phenos are growing perfectly. Pheno number 1 is in flower, day 6. Pheno number 2 is in veg, day 38 of life.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 5x5, where now my Love Whips are hanging out with some yucky little auto flowers, but they'll manage. No, I love my autos. Anyway, here we go. The Love Whips are not doing great today. Everybody's looking a little rough. I was gonna flip them to flower tomorrow, but I do not like the way they look. I may actually do a flush on them after they dry back on the bases. That's number 1 there. And you can see I just defoliated this a few days ago, and it looks like it needs it again. Love Whip number 2. And Love Whip number 3. She probably looks maybe the most unhappy. Yep, that is where they're at. I don't know. I'm thinking I might wait on that flip. What do you think? Should I take advantage of the time and defoliate again, or just go in for the flush? Interested to see what everybody else would do at this point. Like I said, just a few days ago I put out a video, a short, and they were looking so much better, and that was after they recovered from the defoliation. So love to get your input. Please drop a comment in the chat or let's discuss it. So, let's see. I gotta remove that. I don't know. Remove from stage. There we go. Sorry about that. That's one of those things that even I don't know how to do, to let Turu know how to do it. So, my thought is that it's been in veg for 60 something days, and I'm on a pretty regimented feeding schedule where it's a feed, water pretty much the whole time. I never push nutrients all the way. But I think that they've just been on that same schedule for so long. I think they might need a flush before and I don't know though. I wanted to get like people who are experienced. I don't know if anybody in the chat grows with salts or, you know, in the past I was doing that, but see right now they're on self-watering bases. So I have to get them off of those and dry them back before I can, you know, flush them. I would think. I don't mean a heavy flush, but just because they're bottom fed now, especially. I don't know.
Okay.
Got any ideas? I'm on Athena nutrients, and I love Athena nutrients. So, but I don't usually keep my photos in veg that long. And yeah, and I had up-potted them and done all that stuff, and I've already defoliated them, and I feel like I should have hurried up and flipped them then during the week because they looked fucking great. I posted a short. This was one of the shorts I was bitching about. Perfectly good short. It was an update of the 5x5. Got no fucking views, no nothing, because it's not what they wanted to put forward. And my love whips look good. And that was just a few days ago. I'm like, motherfucker, why'd they gotta look ugly today? So, not ugly, but just, you can tell they're not happy. They're not praying. They're not, you know, granted, I have been working them every day. I do go in there working them, but they should look better than that. So
Yeah, dry back.
Rob, they're not
not seeing anybody comment about that in the chat.
It's okay.
And I can't really offer a lot on it because, you know, I just have so minimal experience when it comes to that. You know, especially when I look at a plant and be like, oh, it needs such and such. Yeah, no, I'm not that guy.
I'm used to, this is one of the things I know. Maine is back to work and he's really busy. Maine would be always my go-to to ask questions like that because he uses Athena too. Even though he's in Cocoa, he better understands, I guess, what I do. And I think at this point, I'm probably too regimented and needed a few more, but I had one plant that needed more food. So I stayed on that schedule and I never, you know, I'm like, okay, I've got to add more to it, but I really didn't. But I've noticed the greener growth underneath and the tops are yellower. So like all the new growth is greener. But I should have just, they're grieving the death of the outside greenhouse plants. They may very well be. It is possible. So it is, but it's to save their lives, Tim. It's literally Hot Link. What's happening? It's good to see you. And everybody who popped in, by the way, I'm so bad. There was something I wanted to mention too. I saw Default Behavior was having a conversation about lilac cookies and mowing the lawn. And then someone else jumped in and talked about dabbing it up and mowing the lawn. And I just started cracking up to myself while the video was going on. Nice. Wife and I can grow. What's happening? It's good to see you. Everybody, did y'all just get your notifications out of curiosity? Crow, what's up? I thought I saw someone say your name and I just didn't get a chance to see you myself. Dr. Dank Nugs, what is happening? I hope your little love whip's doing good. EE is always good to see EE. Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
I did check out the videos because he'd sent them to me, wanting me to forward them to you. I said, wait a minute, just send them yourself. But I did watch them with Rob.
Pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought so. But I actually had it available right where I can do it on my computer too. So I was able to put it on the big screen and look at it a little bit better. But yeah. that putting green is pretty badass, isn't it?
It is, especially if you worked on a golf course like I did. You just such an appreciation for somebody having it in their yard.
If you guys wouldn't mind allowing me, I'd like to try to find the person who sent me some pictures late. I tried to throw it into a platform to just throw like 12 or 14 seconds of stuff if I can find it. Just bear with me. That's always the hard part around here. It's finding my files. 0814. Hold on a second. By the way, does it still have me frozen like it used to do too? While I'm on something else.
I haven't noticed your freeze yet.
Okay, that's cool.
No.
You know what, Rob? I didn't do the direct plug-in tonight too.
Yeah, it's not freezing.
Okay, it's actually 21 seconds. I'm gonna pull it up. It should go right to it. Oop. Look at that. No sound to it, so we can talk.
Wow.
This is in Ohio. I'm so proud of it.
That
Is
is
that-
impressive.
Yes, so there's a badass love whip if you ever saw one.
Wow.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
I
pretty
think that
nice.
was it. Now I gotta go
Nice.
figure out where the thing is to take it down. But yeah, that's a nice one. I'm like, I have to at least get those pictures up. It's so beautiful. So cheers to him, badass Ohio grower. He said he does have a lot of work to still do. He'll be doing a lot because of the weather and how big they are. Like the
Right.
shit that I have problems with, they're not bushy
I
plants.
heard
They're thin, they're
that's
tall
nice.
and branchy all over the place. They shouldn't have problems when they're like that.
Right.
It's like you're supposed to be easy. All right, yeah. Now I know I poopy peanuts is. I'm gonna have to write a letter to fucking YouTube and tell them to fix it specifically for poopy peanuts. Do not censor my
sure.
friend. Sorry. I'm also too, a lot of times I'll be scrolling along the side too. So if I accidentally like hide chat that you might have just popped up, I apologize for that. It's just because I miss stuff and I have to go back to see it. I don't know why I don't have this on my other screen. It's beyond me. I wasn't ready. Pruning is your most challenging battle. I would have to agree with that. That is a challenge, especially when you have any kind of like health issues and you're not feeling well, hard to get around, and you're doing a big outdoor grow, Tim. By the way, love to Valencia. If you're watching Valencia, woohoo, cheers. It's good to see you. Rob packed the bowl again for me and his lilac cookies. So we'll see how this goes.
Very nice.
Sure. So I apologize in advance. Oh my God, I didn't do PH Calibration Corner yet. Holy shit. Let me hit this first. And then we're going to see if I
It's
can
going to
get
be
that.
okay. I think everybody's having a good time.
I wonder how off your meter's gonna be this time.
But it's not that. It's, well, listen, I printed out some instructions, a little bit easier for me to read, and made it specific, like put it in Word, large font, printed it out. And while I was backstage here with Turu ahead of time, shuffling papers and doing stuff, I lost it. So, and I practiced though one time. So I'm going to see if I can remember from my one practice how to show you guys how I'm going to calibrate. Even though I just did it, I'm doing it for you to show you that I tried.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to get it right. What are you looking for, honey? Oh, no, you can't find it. Literally, it's not here. I think it might have ended up in the garbage.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, normally Turu would just be back behind this screen thing, but I wasn't able to get any audio with him if he's back there, and that's why we needed to figure out how to change settings that, once again, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm having fun. So I got all my stuff. Oh, by the way, I got a haircut. Did anybody notice? Like, got a lot of hair chopped off.
I'm not going to lie. I did not notice, Mary.
Come on.
Well, what?
I'm just joking. I want to make sure not to break my hair.
More points for me, 'cause I know.
You notice. You're like, wow, that's really short. I'm like, dude, you're the one always telling me to get my hair cut too. Everybody's always bugging me about it. like, I'll do it. I'll do it because it's a pain in the ass shampooing all that extra hair. Thank you so much, Green Shed Gardens, and it is so good to see you. How are you?
Hey,
I'm going to calibrate.
Cheers.
And anybody else I'm missing, Crumble is going to help me out with all that. He just doesn't know it. He's going to do all the talking.
Oh, okay. I am. Ooh, that's going to be a rough one.
I kind of concentrate.
Well, but what are you concentrating on at the moment? Shouldn't you be educating everybody as you go, or are you just
okay, right now? I'm literally just
putting out your reagents there.
I poured my stuff into my little handy.
There we go.
So I could be ready for you. And the reason I didn't do this earlier is because someone mentioned the last time I did a live that they thought it actually changed like the levels of whatever these function at if you leave them out in the open to the air long. And that's why they also say to throw it away when you're done and don't reuse it. So there's better reason to use the shot glasses.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm finding. And the Blue Lab one's a little bit bigger. So I think I'm going to try to go. Shit, what should I do? The Apera or the Blue Lab first?
Do the Apera. Do the Apera first.
But I'm worried now that it'll confuse me.
Well, then do the Blue Lab if you're worried about being confused. Just rally through.
All right, everybody, I will rally. This one, I know when I take off, all that stuff's going to splash out of it. I remember bitching about that last time. This one's never that bad because it's just got that little bit of fluid down in the thing. Gonna turn it on first. All right, I'm gonna have you put me full screen, but not like I'll step back. I'm just kidding. We'll get this. Click on mine. If you hover over mine, there should be a little bracket things, and if you click on them, that should white.
There we go. Awesome.
It took me a while to learn that one. I'm glad I was able to teach you really quickly. Okay, so with the Blue Lab, I mean, supposedly you actually put it in, and then you're supposed to. Sorry, I'm not having like a good working thing here. And then when it starts to look like a certain kind of way, I'm supposed to press and hold calibrate. And then I guess let it go. And then it's doing some countdown, the final countdown.
Yep.
This is a 7, by the way. You always do your 7 first.
Okay.
They pretty much all say that. I don't know why. And then
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So what's it doing?
And then I gotta wait for it to confirm. Okay, so since it said calibrate, that means I'm good. Yep. So now I have my water. Sure. So, and it says to just shake it off, to not wipe it off in between, just to rinse it. And then the pink is 4. So I put it in here like that. And see, before I was doing something totally different with this. And then I'll get kind of close to it, and then I'll push and hold the calibrate button. That's not how you calibrate. And then when it's all complete, I'll get that little check mark. I thought I was supposed to get the check mark after the 7.
Oh, it's not. It's when you do both. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll all of a sudden it'll pop up, and of course the light's going to go out.
Yep, light went out. It says calibrate on it. 4.0.
Yep, and see the little it's PH with a check mark there in the corner.
Yep, down in the bottom corner.
So we are calibrated. I did it, and I did it live. I'm so proud of myself for a way. But I feel like I need a smoke or something.
Well, of course you do.
We should get the other one.
No, I know. I should just do the other one. And I'm sure you're not supposed to like mix doing that.
Wow.
Oh, my hair is actually still purple, but it's such a dark color now that you can't see the purple unless you're like outside. But I love purple. It's my power color. I just went too dark.
Oh.
But that'll change really fast. Trust me. You think, they're good. I think now that I've done it twice, I would say probably, because this one I feel like I do a lot more clicking and stuff. And I get it wrong too. But I've done this one more. Like, okay, remember before, I haven't even had this thing turned on since this morning, and it's already saying USA P1. Hey, dude, why you gotta fucking reset yourself on me now? I wasn't even touching it. I wasn't doing anything to it. All right. I'm going to have you guys join me again just because I need to fix this. I had to pull the batteries out real quick. That's the only way I know how to fix it right. And they're locked in batteries.
Really?
Okay, they're good. You're right. The other ones are the easiest. Only because I did it successfully.
So Dale Palmer said, I use the pH and then I found recharge and I don't.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that something about the recharge does a balance thing. I used to use recharge. I had it for a while, but I was really bad about remembering it. And then people were on real strict schedules with it.
These three.
I used it for a while. I used it indoor and outdoor, and I had good results with it. But again, after a while, was it something that I definitely needed? And like when I just went outdoors with soil here, I just wanted to see what the soil was going to do. So I kind of left that out of the mix.
He's asking if I had the dual meter. I don't have a dual meter. Mine was pH only, unfortunately. I actually don't have the other kind of meter. So this one, you kind of hit calibrate and it gets into the calibration mode. And just like the other one, this one tells you, though, put it in 7. It doesn't wait for you to do it. It just tells you, bitch, it's your flash. And it says, put in 7, put in 7, put in 7. So I put it in 7.
Just 6.9.
No, 7, is it? No.
Nope.
According to their instructions, while it's in here, you push calibrate again, and it resets itself to whatever. Well, you're trusting a lot. Right? Am I right, Crumple? You've got one of these.
Yeah.
So, and then it resets it to 7, and it says, you're at 7 now.
Yep.
I use ProMix, wife and I. ProMix HP, and I add worm castings, and I use mycorrhiza. But I like the fluffiness of ProMix. I just love everything about ProMix. I like the bundle it comes in.
Yeah.
I like that all the stores store it indoors, not outdoors. So you have less chance of getting all those problems. Okay, so now I have to calibrate the next thing. So I have to push it again. Of course, and then it'll say 4 or 10. It flashes 4 or 10 because I can do both. It doesn't have to be dry. So this is just sprinkler.
No, I mean the soil.
Oh, that's right.
I like that their soil is always a certain humidity.
Yeah, I use no. I don't use it every feed. I don't. That's the thing. I water in between.
Yeah, HP.
Yeah.
I
at 4.2 right now.
That's really bad, isn't it? So, and then this one, you just. This seems like it's not as accurate.
HP ProMix.
No. That's it.
No.
Good. And it prompts me if I can do 10, but I don't have my 10 solution ready, and it's not necessary.
Right.
You guys know. So I am done with my pH calibration, and if anybody else wanted to come up and pH calibrate, you may, but you are not required to. Pretty soon I'll be an expert, but you know what I need? I need to understand more, not just be able to tell you, oh, this is how you calibrate with these 2 meters when you have probably something different, but the whole idea is to help people think about it. Yeah, 5862. Yeah, I used to do 6.4 religiously forever, and I decided to start listening to everybody saying go down to 6.2, 5.8, and 6.2 is my high. I try to actually end up around 6 if I can for my pH and have everything. The thing is, and it's always the trick is when you're using Athena, especially when you start using the whatever, which one, PK. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry, I just followed the bottle's instructions. It really sets off the way the levels are of the pH. So you ahead of time you have to add this other stuff in. Well, you add it in anyway because it's got silicon in it and it's helping your plants, and that's the balance. So that goes in all the time. Well, once you start adding other things, you have to adjust. And how do you know how to adjust until the end when you don't know what it's going to be when you make changes?
Mhm.
So I'm not good at keeping records, especially since we moved here and our tap water is a 9.3 pH.
That's something that I just learned the hard way, the value of, and thank goodness for Maine and steering me back around into the right direction. But I'd never even gave it a second thought when we had a water main break near us, how it was going to affect our pH. And it did, and it showed in one of my runs bad.
That's how I figured mine out. I wasn't stupid enough to check the tap water. I was just checking. I would fucking nude it all up and then check it. Like, why didn't I pre-check it? What is my problem? I don't know what I was thinking at the time. And then I had a broken meter and that all went out the window. And then PH Calibration Corner was born. And it should be in for a lot of people, like the Fresh Princess. It's a constant thing that they do.
Yeah.
So mad respect to her because and I'm not saying it's hard. It's just I am a typical lazy girl.
It takes a little bit of time, and but when they're off, it's scary. And I remember comparing from my old Vivo Sun one that I had pH meter compared to the Apera, and it's like night and day just looking at the difference in between the two of them, both, calibrated, quote unquote.
Yeah, Tim, I don't know what our rain is, but we had, with our tomato harvest, which we're getting a lot of right now because we had an overwhelming amount, all the tomatoes are kind of the skin's kind of hard on them. So I was doing a little bit of research about that. And there was a period in time before we started having these massive floods that we had dry spells and we had to water. And we were watering just, with the sprayer thing, went for regular watering. So you're talking about 9.3 pH going into what was nature doing, you know what I mean? So we weren't pHing the fucking water going into this ginormous garden. We're talking a big area. So like it's the size of a lot of people's houses probably. It was a big garden and it's overwhelming and we were going to cut down next year and the chickens will have more space. The chickens will rule. They already do. Rob really beefed it up. All the way to electric fucking wires at the top of the damn fence. So if a critter tries to go over the top, they're going to feel it. But all reinforcements on them, motion lights.
Have you featured this in a short yet?
No. I honestly, I did a memorial post for the rooster because I was really upset about it.
I know.
And I still don't know how to address it, I guess. So I guess I should just go back there and say, look at all the improvements we made and just not say why.
True enough.
People figure it out if they follow
safety,
it along.
That's really it. Keeping the birds safe.
Yeah. And we want them to be healthy. We want them to be happy. When we're out there, they're, out roaming around and running through the garden. And it's a big area. We just let them, there's a whole nother side past the garden that eventually was going to be for the pygmy goats. And which I'm still not sure of because I got to see how the chicken thing goes. I'm getting old.
Pygmy goats. That's awesome.
We've had them before. So we've raised them. We've had them with the kids in 4-H. So we have the experience and we definitely, I'm sorry, but there is nothing more enjoyable and fun than to watch pygmy goats play, and to watch them live is pretty damn cool. And they're just hilarious. And I would love to just go back there and hang with my chickens and my pygmy goats all day.
Nice.
But of course, all that shit for me is seasonal because I ain't doing it in the middle of the winter. Are those good? Oliver? No, they're not those. They do have those, but I just don't know how I feel about that. The fainting goats. We've talked about it.
You get one.
Because they are miniatures. They are miniatures. But there's no, to get a true pygmy goat nowadays is hard. They are all these dwarf something goats, and they're not true pygmy goats. Pygmy goats are more wanted, I guess, for their temperament and things like that, or just their behaviors. And not a lot of people breed them. I'm not really sure why. We used, you know, if I had the lady's contact information that we got the girls' goats from way back then, I would get a hold of her. It'd be a far drive, it'd be worth it. So, but yeah, I do. But we just want, you know, the wethers, you know, the castrated males, just because I don't want any hassles with anything else, and they'll be fine together, and they're fun. No horns, no fucking horns, you know,
no horns
or whatever. They usually don't. A lot of them, I don't want them. Rob might have another thing about that, but I don't. I've heard horror stories. And we definitely didn't have him with the kids. Well water in Michigan, 8 to 8.5. 500. See, I don't know the ppms. I don't have one of those.
Yeah,
meters. I think Mean brought that up once to me about calcium. He wondered if I had, because I do use CalMag according to the instructions, and he had wondered one time if I was having too much CalMag, if there was maybe the water that we're getting, and it's not. It's city water, so it's whatever they're fucking treating it with. You know, I don't know, but maybe we should have it tested and know what the hell's in it.
Calcium in
because it would make
toilet.
yeah, here's signs of calcium throughout the house and faucets and things like
Water
that.
tank was full of it. 100 pounds.
Yeah. Who's arming the animals? RJS, what's happening? I'm probably pretty close. I don't know, man. Bernadine, she can hold herself. I think she could take an animal. I don't know. Smack him with a wing. There she grows. What's happening? But I do love that kind of stuff. So yeah, any of you guys that don't follow Rob's channel, follow that. And when there is chicken content, that's where we post it. And we will do something, Crumble, and walk the perimeter. He did order. I said, listen, you really should mark that these are electric fences, even though it's only along the top. Still, you know,
but
you really should.
that is true.
Nearby, like we do have a neighbor whose property does kind of back up.
That is true. Somebody could be like, "Look how nice this is," and zap or something like that. And, yeah. But, you know, just the ingenuity of all of it to share with people, it'd be pretty cool.
An interesting wife and I. I think I might be getting too much CalMag in mine. No, I don't know with Pro Mix if you need more. I mean, but I might be. But I don't go on the high end like a lot of people do. And Maine had told me a long time ago, when you get into flower, it needs less as you progress, that you should be tapering off. And they don't tell you that in most of the stuff that I've read. Like the amount, they always give ranges. It's like 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 5, all the way through. So I err on this side of lower, just because unless I feel that it needs it. So I'm probably more of a 3-er, 3 milliliters per gallon. So when I do use it.
When because I used advanced nutrients, pH perfect, Maine was like, you don't even need CalMag. And absolutely. Cool. That actually was. And well, he was right, obviously. Okay. See, wife says don't use it at all in flour. There you go. That'll save me some money. I'm okay with that. Because that's stuff I like. I did my original Athena. I had a full size fucking kit I got, and my CalMag is still on the original one. Oh no, it ain't good. Who knows? But I've only had to replace the bloom nutrient so far. So I pretty close to having to replace the veg nutrients. But it's not. I mean, it's like $35 a bottle, but they last for a while, and they're big fucking bottles. Are they? Yeah, I did get Athena Nutrients is going to be donating the trial full kit for cannabis this year. Nice. Yeah. Nice. So shout out to Athena Nutrients. They've never said no. They've always supported cannabis every single year. So, and for anybody in chat that doesn't know what cannabis is, you're living under a fucking rock, but that's okay. That's right. Every year we bring more people in.
More people, and we're doing it different this year because it's not strictly a Christmas thing. It's, especially with the laws changing, we wanted to have another big giveaway with a lot of genetics for right before things, so we can kind of get people settled. I don't know what all we're going to have yet, but we have a dozen people, community sponsors, partners that have joined us already, and most of those are genetics. So
Excellent.
yeah, and then, but I do hope to get more. I'm trying. I don't know. I try to find people and communicate with them and kind of tell them about what we do and hope that they'll want to participate in it. And I think if I do a good enough job, they'll start coming to me eventually and say, "Hey, I want to participate." So that's the goal. Get the companies coming to me. So
that's right.
But it's a fun thing to do, and I think honestly we should make it part of the culture that it's just, even when I'm not around, somebody else carries it on, and there will always be a cannabis once a year, and it'll be a big built by community for community, all working together with partner companies and just fucking having a badass good time giving shit away.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed it last year.
I don't know if anything is the best. I don't know. I know that I've used Kronk Nutrients. I've used Floraflex Nutrient. I've used Emerald Harvest Nutrient. I've used Athena Nutrient. I've used Fox Farm stuff in the early days. I've done some really weird shit even earlier than that. But everything I've used, Athena's the one I'm most comfortable with using, and it's the easiest. Like, I honestly liked the Floraflex one that I was using, except for I couldn't mix the shit. It's a powder, and no matter what I do, and it was like, it hurts your arthritis to sit there fucking shaking shit up or trying to agitate it enough so it all dissolves. It never all dissolved, ever. So, not for me. So I gave up on it. I actually ended up donating my own, Floraflex nutrients just because I wasn't going to use them. It's too hard. And I got the Athena, and now I'm going to keep the Athena by just one bottle at a time. And that's the way to do it for me. So if somebody wins the starter kit, that's their in, what I mean? To try the product and see if they like it. And then from there, they just replace individual bottles. You all know if you're using a line of nutrients, you never use the same amount of all of them. You just don't. I've never seen it. Because I think there's too much calculation for them. Their charts there not be enough spaces on a chart to be able to follow. So I think that's why you purposely end up with some of this stuff. And then it's a matter of finding where you can use it, which is great when you have an outdoor garden. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you on the Kronk? I know Kronk came out with a new one. I had the Bonnie and Clyde I used to use for the autoflowers, and then I did their 3-part, I think it was. Honestly, their Bonnie and Clyde was never strong enough for my autos. My autos were always hungrier. I always had to give them more. With Stash Nutrients and Stash One Additives. There you go, John. And that's like a community company, I believe, too. I really I never had any experience with them, though. General Hydroponics, Flora Nova, and Athena Blend. Yeah, General Hydroponics is a really well-loved brand. Like, I hear a lot of
I've ran that before, and I didn't have any problems at all. I enjoyed it.
There you go, Neil. Neil, what are you feeding?
Wow.
I did some dry nutrients. I did some I used to do like top amending the roots organic stuff. Tried a few different things. I never had much success with top feeding. I don't know why. I was short on stuff. Timing was off. I don't know. I never got it right. Whereas the salt stuff, it's just a schedule. And for me, following a schedule is something I can do. And then when I'm not here to do it, say I'm sick or something, Rob can follow a schedule, So, and that really is what it comes down to with a system like that. It's ease of use, and it works for us. And the weed's good. I mean, I have good weed that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you said. Organic Stash News Review. Working with content creators. That's badass. I didn't even know it was like organic. I knew it was a dry amendment. That's all I knew. But I don't know. I don't assume dry amendments are all organic because like Floraflex, that was salt. So Bonnie and Clyde's what you use. You had the opposite results? No way. I'm telling you, man, I did not burn a lot of autos. I was having to that's why I went to the 3-part, because I found that it was just a little bit better. Like I would use Bonnie and Clyde in between sometimes. But then again, my autos aren't what they are now. But I've changed my grow style too. Like I'm not the same grower.
Right.
So, in changing the way that I was growing, the time and the things that I was all doing with my fucking autoflowers made a big difference. And then learning to, defoliate at the right times. And like I'm looking at my chart thinking, geez, Crumble, I have 3 days and I can remove those top 4 leaves off the autoflowers. It's a stretch because I've seen fucking results, Yeah. And I know that now how to work with them, but I am doing something different. I am putting these autos in with the photos because I need a break on my electric bill for a while. So I need to run just 110. So, and I moved them all to the 5x5 because it's in the back more secure. So once I flip them, those autos will grow out on 12-12. And I've done it before. I've finished tons of autos on 12-12 and no problems. Lionel. Nice. Oh, I can't wait till you can grow again. I bet you got it all planned out. If I was buying
awesome.
I would totally have it planned out. Hell yeah. How you doing, Blind Neil? Damn it, Rob, where's the lighter? I can't find it. I don't like this thing. Oh. Well, it's behind all this stuff I've got to clean up. My mess, my little shot glasses of pink and green.
That gets dumped out, right?
Yeah, you can dump it. We're calibrated. We have a check mark and everything on the Blue Lab, which I'm really excited about. If Homie was here, I'd be shout out, Homie Gross. I got a check mark. He'd be like, bitch, shut up. You should have had a check mark a long time ago. And he'd be right, too. But I really didn't spend the time doing it. Grow dots. There's another one. Grow dots is like a slow release thing. And see, I'm skeptical of anything slow release.
So I guess indoors, I used that. It was fantastic. Outdoors, it ran out before the plants finished. And I had to go. Yeah. Yep. I mean, for what it did outdoors, I mean, I'd never use it again outdoors, but I would consider running it again indoors.
Nice. I don't know if I want to try anything again right now. I really was hoping to have it's been hard to have a dialed in grow since we moved in here because of all the pH issues on the water and learning all this. And I still don't know what's the fuck's going on. I feel like, because like this, but this could be a nutrient thing. Maybe could be too much fucking cow mag. Who knows? These plants aren't growing that much that they need that much. They're just, vegetating photo periods. To me, vegging photos don't eat as much as an autoflower, in my opinion. Autoflowers will fucking eat like shit, man, for the first 30 days. As soon as they could take some nutrients, they will take it if you give it to them. I found
it too.
So, what's that?
And they'll burn.
Some do, and you'd be like, "Oh, geez, I gotta back off," or "Ooh, did I not back off?"
So Thorogood's asking a question here for me. No, that was in a 150-gallon raised bed that I had that in.
Recharge expensive. Yeah, I should try recharge again. I really should. I had a free sample of it recently, and I didn't use it.
Yep, I would.
I think I might have gifted it away. I give like stuff like that too, especially when they're the sample things. I love when I send mail out. I always like to put something in it, and those things like that. I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to use that for me. I can put it in the mail and send it to somebody.
Right. Nice. Nice.
Like I've got all these, let me show you. because I had found the thrips outside, I was prepared inside. So I got some of the yellow stickies, but I got to cut out shapes. And I got butterflies and flowers. And I was thinking I would like to but the only thing is if it gets hot while they're in the mail, they can get really sticky. So I would have to even put them in something else before I put them in the envelope. But it's like, no, I don't want them to get there and be all nasty. But,
right.
And you, come on, man, you can put them in your fucking plant upstairs in your kitchen window. They don't have to be in your weed plants. They're not saying you have gnats, but they're a nice way to gauge whether or not you got bugs around.
Yeah, true enough.
And they're pretty. And I need to learn to do these myself, though, on my Cricut, because it'd probably be a lot cheaper. No, you're right. Probably not, because it would require tools that cost a lot of money, and probably not a Cricut, something more professional. Not the new species, always. But yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading. You haven't had any messed up plants at all, Dale? Let me tell you something. That's fucking awesome. And I'm proud of you, and I'm happy for you. And I tell you what, I've had a lot of fucked up plants, but I've had some beautiful. I probably talk more about the fucked up ones, but if anybody that's followed me a long time or has seen any of my old stuff knows that I can grow some fucking fire. You know, when I put my mind to it and the energy, and I'm not too distracted.
Right.
So, but yeah, and I wish I could say that, but I can say I'm always learning, you know, like every single thing, and then getting to experience stuff that I can share with everybody else, like, oh, this didn't work or this did work, but it doesn't all work for everybody. And that's the thing, because we all got our own individual thing going on. Cheers.
Indeed.
Back of your mind. Let me tell you, that fucking spider mite's living on the back of my mind. What was I thinking? Make a little video with the big girl on it, and I see it, and then, you know, like, and I put it into a thing online, a search thing, and it really couldn't even see it clearly. So I was at this point describing it. It has this many legs. It has these elongated hairs coming off the back. It's got the two brown patches around like a, you know, and I'm like, so, and you guys, I don't know, do you have these little microscope things? Most people use them for trichomes. Well, I, you know, took it out there originally to look at trichomes. I really did. And I found beautiful purple in those plants that I'm killing. But then I'm finding things like mold and spider mites. What the fuck? When you see it, you cannot unsee it. You just
can't do that when you grow.
Yep.
Yeah, you can. You just have to know that if you got a bug thing, you're probably done. Oh man, and I know people have all kinds of really cool ways for treating all this stuff. But as I said before, for me, especially when it comes to spraying anything, that's just out of the fucking question for me, because I have health problems. I cannot introduce.
I've watched people chase it too, and that's just what they're doing, chasing.
I don't want to chase anything. I have enough. I had a really good harvest before last. Like, it was plenty. We're good. And then we still got this 10 of 5 going, and I need to make sure I ain't bringing shit into them. And it's hard to say that you're not, because I've walked in my lung room, walked over to my toolbox and grabbed stuff, not thinking of it. Did I go in the tent? No, I didn't go in the fucking tent. But I was within 15 feet of the tent. I don't know what the fuck little spider mites do. So I don't want to have to worry about that every time. And I'm not really good at scheduling myself. So it was like this morning, yesterday morning, same thing. I went out first thing, knowing that I was coming in and going right to the shower. You know, as soon as I saw the first one, I'm like, fuck, you can't risk it.
Right.
I'm still awake when she says, I'll try to share my tissue. That's really cool. I don't know anything about tissue culture stuff.
Oh, I don't either.
I do know that EE had given me something that he brought over, and I think it has to do with tissue culture stuff, but I don't really understand it, and there's some paperwork that comes with it. And I need to read exactly what it is. Is it looking for disease or something like that? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have to research more of that. So
Fair enough.
since she said that, it just popped in my mind, like, because I was just looking at the package today that he gave me. I'm like, man, I just don't know I don't know where to start. Like, what exactly do I really need to do the research on it? I just been a little overwhelmed with tracking mold and mites and that kind of shit.
Sure.
But powdery mildew is tough. I know it's strong. This is a lot of cookies. Oh, default, that's awesome. I grew one in a cup, never in a jar. And do you need
Nice.
all the way in the jar? 2,000. Really?
Wow. 25 plants. Wow, Tim.
Party at Crumbles. Oh my gosh, we need to talk about that. We are so excited to have Crumble back on a Friday night, my friends. For and I love it because I always feel the diner feel every time we used to see your logos, and to see that one today, and I'm just like, oh, we're going to the diner tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. I'm excited about it.
Now I got to stay awake as long as possible. I'm really bad with that sometimes. I try not to drift off, but I have to eat and stuff after, so we'll see. No food comas. Yeah, we're all excited, Hot Link. Super, super happy to have Crumble back. And it's not that we don't love you in the morning. It's just sometimes we miss
No,
you.
but not everybody gets to come in the morning, and I get it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every now and then there's a couple of people and they're like, hey, I just got up to go to the bathroom and I saw you were on, and they're like, hello, you know, and then they go back, you know, because they're from way out on the West Coast. So
Yeah, well, you're going to see everybody tonight, I think, and everybody better be there. Say hi, come quick, stop by, show some love.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know, this is the first time I actually had powdery mildew, and it was in my greenhouse. And yeah, so that was weird. It was weird.
Oh, same with the spider mites.
Yeah, I never had spider mites before either. So I'm really not like my greenhouse. I'm like rethinking, like, what the fuck am I going to use this for, really? Because guess
Right.
what? Chickens are not going in there after all. I come to the conclusion after checking temperatures and things like that, our fluctuations between day and night might end up being an issue
Really?
for the chickens because of how hot and thermal it becomes during the day.
Okay.
And then and so I'm worried that we won't be able to, I don't know. I have questions now. Let's just put it that way. But we have a big detached garage. It's a fucking 1,000 square feet. It's barely being used, you know, just stuff strewn around. So we're gonna, I think, put I'm gonna get one of those 10 by 10 like cage things just so they're not all over the place. And then maybe put something around the bottom to keep like their bedding from being kicked out all over. And then just a couple nesting boxes in there.
Okay.
And then this way, when we're out in the garage, which he likes to go out there all the time, he can let him out then if he wants some shit all over his stuff. That's up to him. Barn Rogers. There you go. Smoking a T-shirt. We are going to have a barn Raj. So, and then you know what? When we get our pygmy goats, those little fuckers will probably be hanging out in there too if I'm worried about it. Even though they
There
never
you
did.
go.
I mean, they've got a lot of hair on that. And I don't know. Chickens just seem so frail, you know, to me. I know people say, what? But you think about the bones and I don't know, it's just feathers. Plus, after getting one pretty much ripped to shreds and stuff, you know, definitely don't want to worry about that anymore. And that's some nasty shit. More fresh air is the key to prevent build. John, I can't get any more fresh air in that greenhouse. It has an open door with a screen. It has 2 windows in the back. They're wide open that we added screens to. It has an exhaust fan that is, you know, temperature controlled. That's built up in there, and I'd lowered it down to 70. Before I was only running it hot. Now I'm running it just to keep the exhaust. It has 2 passive registers in the front. I have,
wow.
I have a high, I can't remember what it's called, like one of those high velocity fans or high speed fans. Big, huge thing that's kind of pointed down at the ground to help circulate air around. I have 2
Jeez.
infinity fucking fans out there. One, the oscillator's not working. The other one is, and it's currently going over the plant that never did get powdery mildew. And I also had another oscillating fan. There's no getting more fucking air in my greenhouse.
I was
Besides,
going to say, that's everything that I could have thought of. Wow.
so when I was telling
wow.
you before that it's costing us money to run that greenhouse and it's defeating the purpose, that's what I mean. So what I've learned this year is this kind of weather just isn't conducive to growing out there, period. But in the beginning of the year, we did successfully harvest 2 plants. They were autoflowers and they were done early. So
Right.
that was the thing. Tim, I started out with ladybugs. So, but it's not even just about that. It's like one thing, another. I'm not saying we're going to do stuff, but I'm going to plan accordingly. Watch me do my research next year. I'm going to grow shit that's fucking mildew resistant. You know what I mean? I want to try to grow something stronger for them, something that could hold up to those 105-degree temperatures out there when it gets that hot. And then still tolerate a little bit of that night drop without fucking freaking out like they do. I mean, that's what happened to that damn Jeep rat. The one that was 6 feet fucking tall was because those crazy swings in temperature and stuff. It just really made her weird. I'm growing one indoors right now. It's perfectly normal autoflower, growing just like it should. Didn't do anything crazy.
Right.
Out in the garden. Man, our regular garden is just about done, and except for the pumpkins. But the pumpkins, do not plant 3 pumpkin plants unless you have a fucking half an acre, I swear to God. Because these 3 plants have entered into every area of the garden. Some stuff we had lost to, like kohlrabi and radishes, we lost to bugs early on because this is our first year dealing with all that too. And but that's okay because they would have lost to these gigantic vines that just went to town. We have some that grew up on a fence. Rob's got pumpkins hanging in these mesh basket things.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like we weren't planning on this. Hey, spicy plant.
Max, gotta go out. Come on, buddy.
Oh yeah, I see what you said, Chonky.
Come on, bud.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't, and I wasn't gonna grow outside. I was never ever want to grow outside. Like, you should see me with vegetables. You think I'm bad with me?
The chickens eat all this stuff.
Yeah, and it's really been nice having the chickens. And there's a lot of good stuff out there for them. Like I feed them the seeds from the cucumbers sometimes, and the seeds from zucchini. There's tomato. Like there's certain things, and all that stuff has like vitamins in it, and some of it's like natural dewormers. And I'm learning about all that stuff right now. So trying to anyway as I go. I'll type into the chat what the name is in there so I can highlight it. Please.
Watch out.
Please.
Go on.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, and I don't know. I'm just a real lightweight when it comes to handling that kind of stuff, Tim. You're tough. William Berto, what's happening? All right, guys. This here is Rob. This is us. That's us when we were young. That is literally us in that picture. We were young people. That was back in 1989, I believe. That's why it's all like yellowy and old. So yeah, his mom had taken pictures. So anyway, that's Best Buds for Life, and it ended up not being our channel because I don't remember why. It ended up being an Instagram thing, is why I changed things. But he kept it, and now we use that for the chicken and the garden stuff. And I really should have updated the garden stuff, but it's just so fucking out of control. And then we were overwhelmed with blanching beans and, cleaning, drying, freezing tomatoes, and just seems like I'm always cooking. Like my cooking skills have gone up, but I don't want to waste. So we're eating a lot of fucking fresh stuff. Last night I was mad, like I was getting tired of eating it all healthy. So I'm like, can we please have some fried zucchini and some fried green tomatoes?
There you go.
So,
Nice.
They're
Good
good.
evening, William Bartow. Cheers, my friend.
It's nice to see them. They're good. I hope you have an excellent night. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
Yeah, have a great fucking weekend. Momanic, what's happening? What time is it? I wasn't even paying attention.
Cheers.
I don't like half time to see my clock. Oh shit! I missed the 7:20, 4:20 somewhere thing. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh,
Light up, Rob. I apparently do spicy clam on. I really did like it a lot, and I put like a little Parmesan cheese in it on it. John Cummingford, what's happening? Gaia Green Living Soil and Water.
I think it's good.
There you go.
That sounds like a good plan. Gaia Green, I've heard really wonderful things about. Never had the opportunity to try that, and Lotus Nutrients were two that I would have liked to have tried when I was kind of delving in that area in the early days.
It's always time.
No,
Future.
Listen. I just feel like I would love to get locked in for 5 minutes on something where I felt like I just had this badass grow. It was fantastic. I mean, not like the growth that I had where I had a big harvest. I had 2 fucking tents still when I had a lot of plants. That's why I have a lot of weed, because I grew a lot of it. So right now I'm not growing as many, I'm pretty much losing everything outside, and I have 5 in here. The autoflowers, they're 26 or 27 days, and then the photo periods, if I can make them look happy enough, I'd like to flip them to flower because they're definitely ready. They're showing signs of sex, and I'm like,
Right.
they're telling me. And I wanted to wait for like some of the people in the community to kind of catch up, but like even Curly Greenleaf had flipped one of his, so he's got one already into flower, so he's already beating me out, and then he's kept one in veg. So
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. I love watching Jesse's because the outdoor is just so amazing looking compared to the indoor. Like so dramatic when you see it, the growth.
Right.
Way more organic and, I don't know, alive looking. Day 7, Curly. Yep, see, Curly's going to be finishing out a plant before me because I'm sitting around pussyfooting.
Mm-hmm.
I almost put one of those plants out in the greenhouse. I thought about it. Like maybe I should. I would have lost that. So I'm really glad I decided not to do it because it was like right after that PM spider mites.
Yep.
I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm probably going to get going out of here in a few minutes, but I wanted to give a chance again, Crumble, if you want to remind everybody about tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 10 o'clock tonight, going to be doing late night breakfast over on the channel. Going to run from 10 o'clock till about 12:30 in the morning. Anybody wants to stop by and say, hey, that'd be awesome.
Seymour, what's happening?
Cheers, Seymour.
It's really good to see you. Isn't it nice having Crumblewig up here? Crumblewig, I wish you were free every Friday night.
I know, but I actually, in September, I've been asked to cover the vacation of the person opposite me. And because it has a holiday that falls in it and all that, it's very financially lucrative for me to do it. So I'm going to be on a 7-day stretch, so I won't actually be on for the week. So, but it'll be all right. That the following week I'll be able to be on Friday again, so I win.
There you go. I love that.
Yep.
A win-win. Yes, it is tonight, wife and I.
Yes.
Tonight, and I put the link up there because when I end the stream, I will be backstage for a little bit if anybody wanted to stop and say hi or just chat and I mean that like it's not recorded when you come back there. You don't have to show your face. You can still be off screen like Turu's been here the whole time, but not on screen. And
Right.
We just got to get an avatar set up for Turu. So we'll work on that. But yeah, so and that goes for all of you guys. If you ever want to, I can have like 10 people back here. I probably won't stay long because I always get hungry. But honestly, I have a little bit of popcorn in this bowl here, so I might munch it. So, but with that said, I'm gonna go because I know there was a show started. The DGC Happy Hour started at 7:20, and they always that's the JR Token is over there, and they do just a really nice job. They cover a lot of stuff, very educational, but they do giveaways, like I think every week too. They give away stuff, and it's just pretty cool.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
but go support your favorite people, whoever that is, and
Yes.
and thank you for stopping by and showing me some love today.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was really nice to see you guys. Oh, before I forget, we will not be here next week. I say all this and then I say, oh, I'm not going to be here next week. We had to, Rob's got an appointment very late in the day, and it's in downtown Cleveland. And I'm kind of a fanatic about having to be early to get all my shit done for the shows. And there's no way in hell that I might even be here at 6 p.m. to hit the, go live button. So could possibly still be traveling. So, and I can't take that kind of stress. And I said, you know what, fuck it. So instead we'll be coming back on the 28th. And I do, guess what? I'm actually having a guest on the 28th, the Wormhole Junction. He was somebody I had found not that long ago, and I've noticed him been popping up all over the place, but I wanted his partner to be able to come up too. So
Okay.
we were able to do so at the end of this month. So we're going to have them on the 28th, and I'll probably put a reminder out. And it's just really interesting. I just love the whole worms, bees, and weed. It's like just such an interesting combo. Then it feels like everything meshes together. So
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I think so too, Poopy Penis. I'd like to learn more about him. I just don't, it's one of those things that just gives me an opportunity as well as giving you guys an opportunity too. So he can catch a chicken. Well, he's doing better than me, man. My bitches better be coming to me because otherwise they're not going to be had. So, guys, I'm going to end the stream, and here, let me post that link one more time just in case you missed it. So, I want, because once it's gone, it's kind of gone. So, save it if you want to come back. And we'll see you soon. Cheers,
All right.
everybody. Have a wonderful fucking